my reward is to see people's faces when they find something in themselves that they didn't know was there. When they reach the point that is the absolute limit of what they thought was possible and go on further. It's a great thing. You can see it in their face.
And do you ever wish that you could take part in the Barkleys yourself?
I did it 5 times and got my 100 miles. It took all 5 years. Not a bad time at the Barkley.
So you did 1 lap per year?
1 lap per year. You can't direct it and run it. I really didn't. That was at the very beginning, and I didn't fully appreciate the level of focus that a person has to have going in. There was no way to do all the stuff of directing the race and then perform it all out there on the course. I wish if my body could still do that kind of stuff, I would do probably a different event. There's so many things out there that are good to do, and I don't think, even with full focus in my youngest body, I don't know if I could finish 5 loops.
Interesting. So what is your running history?
I started running in 1966, and I ran high school track and cross country. I was very mediocre. I didn't want to stop after because I wanted to be a good runner, a great runner. Let's be honest. We all want to be a great runner. I kept thinking, what are my strengths? Well, my strengths are I'm durable, and I'm willing to work hard, and I tolerate a lot of abuse, so I would move up in distance, only to discover everyone else that moved up in distance had the same attributes, and I was getting nowhere. In 1979, I started the Strolling Gym 40 because there was no ultramarathon within 1,000 miles of where I lived, and discovered that I really had more of a skill for directing races and putting them together than I did as a runner. So you don't always get what you want, but if you pay attention, you get what you need. And I paid attention. I kept running, but realized who I was and just did it. That greatness was never going to happen. And I focused on the things that I was good at. And if I had been the athlete I wanted to be, my career would have been over decades ago. So really what seems like bad luck is often good luck.
That's great, reframing a negative as a positive. That's fantastic. And did you ever think the Barkley would get so famous?
No, but I thought that the runners, the people who do that kind of thing, I thought they would do it because I was in that crowd. I know those people. For other people on the outside to think it was anything other than insane, no, I never imagined. Your competitors are the best friends you'll ever have. That's the beauty of sports.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, I just don't know what to say. I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness. Greatness himself. Welcome to the UK, lad. For the first time, right?
It is the first time. I've landed in Heathrow and taken off, but I never went outside the airport.
So, what are the numbers at the moment? How many finishes have you had at the moment? I lose count. There's so many documentaries, I just lose count of who's finished.
The number hasn't been changing very fast. It's still 15. John Kelly was the last new finisher, and I guess that's been 3 or 4 years ago now.
Do you remind me how many women have finished it?
None. It's too difficult for women.
Wrong audience.
Wow, that turned.
Every year they come and try to put an end to that, and I'm ready for it to stop. We've got a number of really strong women runners this year, but I'm not going to count one as a finisher until they come in the 5th time.
Do you realistically think there is one in there that can do it? Like in your, you don't have to name names, but do you think there is one in there that can do it?
I'm beginning to have my doubts.
On the podcast episode that we did with you, you said that Jasmine Paris seemed the sort of competitor who would be able to do that. What do you think, for a female to do it, what do you think they will need to do in order to?
They just have to do the same thing that men do, which is cover 100 miles in under 60 hours.
This sort of stuff. And I was saying this to you earlier, I watched it and I'm like, it can't be that hard. It seriously can't be that hard. It's 20 miles, it can't be that hard. And I think that, you know, until you've actually been there, into that area, you can't comprehend what the terrain is like. So do you think that takes women and men by surprise when they get there?
It takes everyone by surprise. Pretty much, even the best runners are the ones that finish. They come out after a loop or a part of a loop and they say, I never imagined it could be like that. There's a tendency to picture it as a 60-hour low-level effort. It's like, I'll just be determined and stay out there. But you have to have everything on the red line all the time. You have to be operating it just as close to your max as you can get without blowing up.
What would you compare it to? It's not the 7th circle of hell.
Maybe doing your own vasectomy with a rusty spoon. I don't know why they want to come back. They come because when they get to the gate, they swear they're never going to be there again. And somewhere between coming back to the gate and driving through the park gates on the way out, they say, you know, if I did this a little different.
Deep down in your warm heart, when that happens, do you start worrying about competitors and think, oh no, it's going to happen to them? Or do you literally think, whatever, deal with it yourself?
We keep track of what's going on out there. You get the ones that are out there for an extended period of time. You'll get reports from the faster people on where they were and what's going on. But for the most part, you know, they're not going to die. They're just going to be really, really miserable.
And for a long time, even before the documentary, they didn't realise that number one was the sacrifice of their gods, up until it was kind of revealed recently. And so, you know, but these must be sort of experienced runners, but in some way there's something you see about them that you think, oh, they're going to really hate this.
2 years ago, the sacrifice is a guy that runs sub 3 hour 50 Ks.
Oh, that's fair. I would have put him as well.
Because he'd been able to solve all of his problems in races by going faster. And if you're having navigation problems, going faster is a poor solution. Yeah, I get a lot of people that apply that say I'm the perfect human sacrifice, and I just toss them out, never apply for that spot. The human sacrifice are accomplished runners. They just, for one reason or another, usually it has to do with people who have one solution for all problems.
So it's more or less like you're teaching these people a lesson for life, right? Doing them a favour.
No, we're just having fun at their expense.
How many applications are you now getting? Is it in the like tens of thousands? Is it still in the hundreds?
Well, because most people don't know what to do, I only get around 1,000 or so a year. Now they're about equally distributed between overseas and North America, which gives us fewer slots to deal out with. It's the worst weekend of my year is you like to put them all in. They either deserve it or they deserve it.
In previous years, are you allowed to crew to more than one person?
Hardly anyone ever wanted to come crew because you come, you watch your runner leave,
That's really cool.
and then 12 hours later they show back up and quit. It's the easiest crew job on earth. The media went people who are not runners or not part of the outdoors community see that race and they identify with it in their mind, even though they're a sedentary person who goes no further than the corner market, they feel a value to wilderness. And I think it would be a lot easier to just turn all the media away like we used to do and be out there by ourselves. But if we can get in people's minds that there's a value, then when someone comes up and says, we'd really like to exploit this area for oil or gas or cut the timber on it, it'll provide jobs for a few months. That people say, well, no, that has value. It's worth something that it's there.
That we're prepared, at least there was some way to preparing them for what they need to do or achieve.
I would spend a lot of time in the woods.
Getting lost.
They need to be able to use a map. That'd be the first thing, is to go out and do runs where that you navigate yourself with a map until it's comfortable. My question is, how come everybody doesn't want to do it? But just imagine, you could be out in the woods on the side of some mountain with no idea where you are and excruciating pain, cut your ribbons, covered with mud and dirt, freezing cold, in the snow. How could you not want that experience? I saw Nicky's video and I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed that. She was one of many women who have come to the Barkley and been advertised as the one who's going to absolutely do it. She's coming back, so she still has hope.
She's here tomorrow, so we can have a little chat with her.
The second time around, she knows what to expect.
But does she? She doesn't know what to expect because of the weather. This is just lulling her into a false sense of security.
I don't go out and seek people because it's already so disappointing to have to turn so many people down. But I was kind of hoping we would hear from the Jasmine Paris, because I would really like to stop saying that it's too hard for women. But it's up to women to make me stop.
Maybe it's too easy for men.
I'll tell you a little present, but you can't guess what it is. You would like to unwrap it.
Too stiff for a chocolate bar. It's the right size.
Or is it? What have you got there?
What have you got, lads?
It's in French. It says bad bois.
Well, lads, that has been absolutely incredible, and thank you so much for coming across, for putting on the race, and inspiring so many people.
I appreciate y'all having me here. It was very kind.